Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ambassador at Large Gabriel Ferrero of Spain. It is my pleasure to address you today as my first official public engagement since my election on 14th October as the chairperson of the UN's Rome-based Committee on World Food Security, the CFS. This speaks to the value that we attach to the ongoing partnership between the CFS and the World Food Prize Foundation. I am most grateful to Barbara Stenson and her team for continuing to nurture this cordial relationship. On behalf of the entire CFS family, including its high-level panel of experts on food security and nutrition, I would like to heartily congratulate Dr. Shakuntala Tillstead, a member of the CFS High-Level Panel Steering Committee, on her selection as this year's World Food Prize laureate. Dr. Tillstead, we salute you for your dedicated work on aquatic foods, for nutrition, food security, and improved livelihoods of small-scale fishing communities. We take immense pride in your work and achievements. Dear colleagues, as I take up this new role as the chairperson of the CFS for the next 2 years, I have seen an emerging consensus around two important issues relevant to the current state of world food insecurity. First, there is agreement on the unacceptable level of global food insecurity, malnutrition, and challenges faced by food systems. COVID-19 has added to climate change and natural resource degradation, conflicts, persisting poverty and inequalities as core drivers of food insecurity and malnutrition. Second, there is a broad consensus that we need to speed up the transformation needed to fulfill the 2030 agenda by advancing SDG 2 through inclusive, resilient, equitable, sustainable, and healthy food systems. Colleagues, I have seen an ambiguous conviction by all to do whatever it takes to achieve the vision of a world free from hunger and malnutrition through sustainable food systems that empower people, respect the planet, and create shared prosperity. While we may diverge on some of the ways to reach our ambition, we are fully committed to international solidarity and cooperation. While we have nuances on the pace needed, we all agree that business as usual is not an option. The moment is now. The next few years will set the scene for the decades to come, for billions of people and for our planet, for our children and grandchildren. We need boldness, commitment, dedication, and the mobilization of all means of implementation needed, so that no one is left behind. The Committee on World Food Security will be front and center in this effort. The committee plays and will increasingly play a pivotal role in transforming food systems for the progressive realization of the right to food. The CFS offers what no other existing platform does, an inclusive multilateral space where countries, stakeholders like the World Food Prize Foundation, Rome-based agencies, and other key parts of the United Nations system come together with the private sector and civil society to share, learn, deliberate, and achieve global consensus on complex systemic issues for achieving food security and nutrition. This is underpinned by the scientific evidence of its high-level panel of experts. My commitment is to work with you and to reinvigorate and adapt the committee to the new challenges ahead of us. The momentum created by the Food System Summit is a unique opportunity. The CFS will play a key role in the follow-up of the summit. The next 2 years will see the CFS building global consensus on policy guidelines and recommendations for gender and women's and girls' empowerment, for youth engagement and employment in agriculture and food systems, on data collection and analysis, and on reducing inequalities for food security and nutrition. Dear colleagues, I am counting on you all for support to achieve my vision to guide the CFS to fulfill its current mandate while becoming the true center of gravity of the collective global effort that is necessary to achieve SDG 2, enhancing its impact on the ground. For the CFS globally agreed policy guidance to be effective, such as the voluntary guidelines of food systems and nutrition, or the policy recommendations on agroecological and other innovative approaches that were adopted this year, they require you to play a supportive role in their uptake and utilization. Dear colleagues, I am committed to achieving zero hunger. I know you all are. You can count on me and the Committee on World Food Security for support and partnership. I thank you all.